Tonight on The Local Live, a town local law to restrict parking on North Chatworth Avenue passes. Neighbors of Hillside Avenue Bridge voice concerns over the pending project. Push Fitness of Westchester is here with the best home exercising tips. Stand Up Paddling Westchester and Fair Harbor Clothing unite to clean up the environment. Good evening, it's Thursday, August 23rd. I'm Alexandra Garcia and welcome to The Local Live. The Mamaroneck Town Council voted yesterday to restrict parking on North Chatworth Avenue. To improve safety for vehicles and pedestrians, there will be no parking from Lafayette Road to the Carlton House driveway. Residents of 3 homes near Hillside Avenue Bridge voiced concerns at last week's Mamaroneck Village board meeting. The homes may lose a combined 23% of their property to the bridge replacement, which is part of the U.S. Army Corps flood mitigation plan to widen the Mamaroneck River below.
You know, I'm coming into this new and having seen the state of the bridge, I see that it needs to be replaced and fully support that. But I do share some of the concerns that my neighbor has here. We also have young children, and we're concerned about their safety and want to make sure that the work that goes on here is not going to adversely impact them in any way. We also have, just a number of concerns. Just want to make sure that, in terms of that we also understand, not to reiterate some of the stuff that she said, but the closing of the street. Are we going to have access to our property? How long is it going to need to be closed? I was a little bit concerned to hear about the potential for longer work days. I just want to understand what that means, how late that would be, and just essentially how this is going to be impacting our lives.
Last year, the State Department of Transportation awarded Mamaroneck Village more than $2.5 million toward the project as part of the Bridge NY program. As a condition of this state funding, the village needs to award a construction project by December 15th. In other comments at the Mamaroneck board meeting, a resident from the Flats returned to ask about the results of a closed meeting with the police department. The meeting held during a village board executive session last month covered an incident from July 4th where allegedly 14 cops and 3 canines were sent to a small family gathering in Washingtonville for fireworks.
And so we have to determine, is this the type of village we're going to have where he can come down there and patrol black and brown people, without any repercussion? I mean, what happened? This was the Independence Day. Again. And you saw that. I can show you the videos. I told you I'd send them to you guys. But if you've seen them, then you're going to have to do something about it. And I'm asking you, what did he say?
I've told you what I can tell you.
Well, you didn't tell me anything. You just told me you can tell me what you can't tell me.
I'll tell you, I told you what I told you. I'm sorry that you don't feel satisfied, and I know that you're upset. I don't think that it happened for a reason other than what had happened in the past. I do think that, just to clarify, there was no one arrested, right?
There was no fireworks.
There was no one arrested, right?
Mr. Mayor, no one committed a crime.
The Larchmont Playhouse is set to reopen as a movie theater that screens foreign, independent, and art house films. Cohen Brothers Realty Corp. That bought the historic Playhouse last September recently got zoning approval to expand the theater to 4 screens. Planning documents state the company will keep the theater's facade as is with a small change to signage. Westchester County has its first human case of the West Nile virus, a 72-year-old Irvington resident who is now recovering at home. The county health department reminds residents to take precaution with mosquitoes, especially around the home. For more information on what you can do, visit health.westchester.gov/west-nile-virus.
Do you know how to request our services? Just go to LMCTV.org. Under the service banner, click Forms. In our Forms section, you can apply to be a volunteer, learn about membership, learn about corporate underwriting, request a bulletin board, coverage, DVD dubs, equipment, and PSAs.
It's all a click away at LMCTV.org.
Push Fitness of Westchester is here to teach you the best home exercise tips to stay fit.
Welcome to this special home fitness segment. I'm your host, Sebastian Hall. Tonight I'm joined by head trainer Justin Gaeta and trainer Catherine Van Eyck from Push Fitness of Westchester, which is located here in Mamaroneck. And they are going to show us how you can do exercises at home that will help you to stay fit even when you lead a busy life. So we're going to dive right in with Justin and Catherine. So let's start with how to warm up our bodies properly before any type of physical activity. Hi, Justin.
Hi, Sebastian. Thank you for having us. We brought Catherine along with us, and she's going to start doing the exercises for us. The best way to warm up is just to start lightly with a light jog in place, okay? The goal here is to get the body loosened up and ready for activity. So we're going to go through a few exercises. They're going to be about 20 seconds long, and she's going to start with this exercise. From here, she's going to move on to arm circles, okay? She's now loosening up her upper body, okay, and just getting the body ready for activity. We want to make sure that everything is loosened up and we're not, exercising with too much of a cold position, okay? She's going to go backwards now. Good job, Catherine.
How many counts of this rounds
So
you
we
should do
want
at home?
to do a couple rounds, and we're going to do it for about 20 seconds each, okay? From here, she's going to move on to side bends, okay? So she's going to reach up and over, stretching out her muscles of her sides, okay? This is good for people who are sitting at a desk all day long or driving in their car and just really trying to focus on loosening up their upper body.
Will you also recommend this type of exercise from someone 65 and plus?
Yes, because this is a light exercise. It's not a lot of resistance, and it's just a way she can loosen up the body and get ready for activity, okay? From here, she's going to move on to a reverse lunge with a knee pull. So she's going to step back and pull her knee in towards her chest.
How many for each leg?
Same idea, about 20 seconds. You don't have to specifically count. It's good to get your phone out and have a stopwatch on there. And then she's going to move from one side to the next. Good job, Catherine. And then once she's completed this, she'll finish off with one more exercise, which is a balance exercise. A lot of people lose balance as they age. So it's always important to continue to train balance exercises into your routine on a regular basis. So same idea, 20 seconds on each side, and then she'll switch sides. Okay. And then again, once she's completed this, she's going to go back and she's going to start back with the jogging in place. And once everything gets into a system, she's going to move on, and then we go on to the next set of exercises from there.
So you will say that, when do you know you're warm up? When you start breaking a sweat, or if you get a little short of breath and then you're ready?
That's a good question. I mean, it's good to set a timer for about 3 minutes and just repeat the exercises. About 3 minutes in is when your body starts to get warm, you start to get a little bit of a sweat going, the muscles start to get adjusted to what we're about to do, because we're not, again, in that stationary position where we're typing at a computer or sitting down or something like that. So this helps loosen everything up, get you going, and then move on to the next exercises.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll learn about upper body exercises and more than you can do at home. Welcome back. We're talking and training with Justin and Catherine from Push Fitness of Westchester. Now they're going to show us how to do upper body exercises. Okay, Justin, so how do we get the upper body ready for any time of the year?
All right, Sebastian, thank you. So the first exercise is a push-up. So Catherine's going to go down onto the mat, okay? She's going to set up her body. She's going to lower herself down and then press back up, okay?
I have a question. I've seen so many things online and different positions. Which is the best way to set your hands? Which is the proper way to not hurt your joints?
That's a great question. So right now she's trying to set up her shoulders and her hands in a straight line, okay? She wants to be leaning her body forward, okay? She wants to keep her core engaged. So this is the modified position, and it's a great tool for most people because a push-up is a very challenging exercise. So this is what we'll do to modify it. So from here, she's going to lower herself down and press herself away from the floor, okay? She's keeping a nice neutral position with her head and neck. She's lowering herself down again and pressing away. She's using her arms to drive into the ground and again, keeping her core engaged so she's maintaining that neutral spine.
So the way her elbows are directed, so that helps the upper chest or the lower chest?
Yeah, so the idea of this exercise is most of the upper extremities, including her chest, her shoulders, her triceps, and her core muscles are all engaged in this exercise.
Okay. And how many repetitions of this?
So this is good to be doing about 10 to 15 repetitions, okay? Once we've moved on from this exercise, we can move on to an elevated version, which is shoulder taps, okay? So she's gonna go into the regular push-up position, and she's gonna be tapping her shoulders from side to side. This is a way to work on the stabilizer muscles of the shoulders. It's a way to turn the core on and make sure, again, she's stabilizing through the hips. She's now in this elongated position, so she's no longer on her knees anymore, and she's gonna be doing this for a rep range of 20 reps.
Great. And
Okay.
what will be the third?
Good,
upper
and then
body?
she can rest from there, okay, and she can stand up. And we brought a pair of dumbbells. So we have 8-pound dumbbells here. At home, if you don't have them, we also have a medicine ball, which I'll show after. But she's gonna come up to her upper shoulders, and she's gonna do a squat. So this is a total body exercise. She's gonna do a squat into a press, okay? The reason why we do the total body exercise is because it gets the heart rate elevated a little bit as well. And when you're going from push-ups and shoulder taps, your shoulders are already a little bit tired. So you want to incorporate the whole body involved here, and that's going to break things up. So once she's done 10 reps of this, she's going to put those dumbbells down, and then she's going to start back at the beginning with the push-ups. Good, Catherine. Okay. So have you do 5 push-ups, 5 shoulder taps, and 5 squat and press for me. And you can do it from the modified version for everybody. Very good. So again, she's nice and stable through the shoulders. She's pushing away from the ground, and she's keeping her core engaged. Okay, good. Go up into the shoulder taps. This is the next exercise, working on your core, your midsection. This is kind of like a plank exercise where you're trying to keep everything stable. She's working on her shoulders, okay? And then she's coming up. Now she's gonna grab the medicine ball because that's another tool that we have, okay? And so she's gonna squat and press with the same exercise, squat all the way down and press up to the ceiling. So she's using the same exercises and the same muscles, but a different tool. So if you don't have an 8 pounds at home, you can use a medicine ball or something of that same size.
A book?
This is, yeah, a book or a jug of water. This is about 6 pounds.
Perfect.
And so you would repeat this exercise. You would start the clock for about 4 to 5 minutes, and you would repeat it as many rounds as you can with those rep ranges that we just explained.
Great. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the types of exercises to get our upper body right in shape. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're talking and training with Justin and Catherine from Push Fitness of Westchester here in Mamaroneck. Now they're going to show us how to do lower body exercises and finally how to cool down our bodies after a physical activity. And this is for all of you to follow at home in case you don't have any time to get to the gym. So what would you say are the recommendations for the lower parts of our bodies?
All right, thank you, Sebastian. So we're gonna be working on squats because it's a great exercise for your whole lower extremities. The idea here is Catherine is gonna sink her hips back, and she's gonna keep her chest up, and then she's gonna stand back up. This is to mimic like sitting down in a chair, okay? And she's gonna keep repeating this motion. Her idea is as she's going down, she's gonna keep her chest up and her hips back. When she goes down, she wants to make sure that her knees don't go too far forward over her toes. And she's driving again into the floor and pressing her body back up.
My question is, sometimes I also get confused, even for me at home, what is the proper distance of the feet?
Yes, that's a
Too
great.
wide?
That's a great question. We usually try and say about outside of your shoulder width, okay? Because you don't want to be too far out and you don't want to be too narrow, okay? The idea is right outside shoulder width, okay? This way it gives you a stable platform and you're able to balance your body accordingly.
Yeah, also through social media, I see, are your feet supposed to be facing up or in?
That's a good question. You can have a slight rotation outward. Good, Catherine, you can rest, otherwise you're gonna be doing too many reps. You can have a slight rotation outward just to give your body a little bit more stability, but you wanna keep them somewhat in a straightforward path.
Okay, great. So what is the next exercise?
So the next exercise is a little bit of an explosive exercise, and it's lateral hops. Okay, we're gonna move out of her way a little bit, and she's just gonna show this to us. This challenges the body physically because it is more explosive, so there's a little bit of power involved. It's a plyometric, which means she's landing and absorbing the movement as well. Her goal here is to, again, get her heart rate elevated and be able to have a functional movement pattern other than just standing still and doing the resistance that way. Okay, good.
How many
Catherine,
reps
rest.
of this?
So that is gonna be 20 reps. So she's gonna start with 10 reps of squats, then she's gonna do 20 reps of the lateral hops.
Okay.
The next movement that we're gonna be working on is a curtsy lunge, okay? And so what this is over to the side, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna help target your glutes and your hamstrings. And this is an exercise that's a little bit safer on the knees because sometimes a regular lunge does put a little bit of pressure on the knees. So Catherine's showing us an exercise where if you're out to the side, you can utilize your glutes and your hamstrings a little bit better. Okay, and again, 10 reps for this exercise. Then from there, the last exercise of this circuit is gonna be a squat hop, okay? And our goal here, again, is to add a little bit of that plyometric to get your heart rate elevated, to get that sweat going, to use those legs in an explosive fashion. But again, if this is an issue for your knees, there's always modifications that we can make. You can do a squat. Catherine, you're gonna rest for a second. You're gonna do a squat with a raise onto your toes. Squat and raise onto your toes. So this way, you're not actually jumping and there's no more impact on the body. So same idea, it's a stable exercise as far as the squat, followed by a plyometric exercise such as the lateral hop, okay? And then the next version is the curtsy lunge, followed by the squat hop.
That's great. Okay, so which is now the best way to calm your body, finish off, close
Good.
up?
So exactly. So after you've
movement.
completed a couple circuits like we've just gone through with Catherine here, you want to cool down the muscles and you want to make sure that you're stretching everything out because it's important, again, to increase flexibility. You can be strong and powerful, but you need to make sure that you can also bend over and pick up a pencil if that happens to fall.
So how important you say is the cool down? Is it as important as the warm-up is crucial?
It's important because throughout our daily lives we go about you know, everything that can stiffen us up and tighten us up. So even though we're exercising and we're feeling good about ourselves, we want to make sure that we do simple exercises to stretch out the muscles after they've been contracted during our exercise. So Catherine's going to show us a hamstring stretch. So she's going to lean over to one side. She's going to stick her right leg out, lean over, and she's going to be stretching her right hamstring here. So after using her legs, she wants to make sure that she lengthens the muscles afterwards and stretches everything out. And she'll do the same thing for the other side. This again is more of a time thing, back to 20 to 30 seconds of holding the muscles and stretching everything out. Good. Okay, and then she'll get her upper body, she'll cross her right arm over her left, and she's now gonna be stretching out her shoulders. So all the muscles that we use today, we use the hamstring muscles, we use the shoulder muscles, so everything that you used in the exercise, you wanna make sure that you stretch out for about 30 seconds afterwards.
Great, and
Okay,
what will be
good.
the last thing to cool down?
So after you've done that, it's always good to make sure that you maintain stability in your core section as well. So I like to finish up with some planks. So Catherine's gonna show one thing too. She's gonna get down in the plank position, which is on her elbows. And this can be done after the stretch because what it's doing is it's just making sure that your abs are engaged, your body is nice and long, okay? Some people think crunches aren't the best exercises because they round your spine. And again, if we're sitting at our desk or we're driving our cars, we have that rounded spine. Okay, good, Catherine, you can rest. 30 seconds to a minute is a good challenge for the plank exercise.
Well, thank you both of you, and thank you for joining us. We hope you learn all these great home exercises. For more information, visit www.getpushfitness.com and stay tuned for more of the local life.
I'm a reporter, I'm a producer, I'm a writer.
I am a news anchor. I am a producer.
I am a news editor.
I am the technical director.
I am a reporter. I am an anchor.
I volunteer for the local live because I'm a proud resident of Larchmont and Mamaroneck, and I like to give back to the community.
I volunteer for the local live because I believe in bringing the news into your living room.
I volunteer for the local live because I believe in leadership, support, and success in a community.
I volunteer at the local live because it's a fun learning experience, and I know each week I come, I can learn something new.
I volunteer for the local live because I believe in community television.
As a spring intern at the local live, I learned new skills like video, editing, and production, and furthered my skills as a writer. The internship gave me confidence as I embarked on my journey through the world of journalism.
We are the local live.
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 Stand Up Paddling Westchester and Fair Harbor Clothing united to collect trash at Harbor Island Park and the Long Island Sound. Cameron Gassmer brings us the story.
Hi, I'm Cameron Gassmer reporting for the local live at Harbor Island Park in Mamaroneck, where two local companies, Stand Up Paddleboarding Westchester, also known as Sup Westchester, and Fair Harbor, are coming together to clean up the Long Island Sound for everyone to enjoy.
Many people use the Long Island Sound as a landfill for their waste, which prevents us from using it. We interviewed Nancy Vincent from Sup Westchester, who is improving the environment one paddle at a time.
Is that the goal here, to help improve the environment of the Mamaroneck community and also, I guess, improve your business as well?
Absolutely. It's more actually for the environment. I mean, then slowly and slowly the marine life's coming back in as the waterways are getting cleaner and cleaner, and everyone in the community should be doing their part, you know, as much as we can to make these waterways safer and cleaner for us to swim in, for us to fish in, boat in, and enjoy them.
The Fair Harbor Clothing Company, who collects plastic waste from the oceans and makes clothing out of it, also took part in the cleanup. We interviewed Caroline Danahy to provide more insight on these practices.
So can you just take me through the process of how you collect the plastic and make it into clothing?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually the bottles get collected from recycling facilities all over the world, and then we actually create our polyester only made from plastic bottles. So the process is pretty similar to regular polyester, but we're just taking that one extra step and using it from recycled plastic bottles instead of the virgin oil.
As important as it is to clean the environment, our education of it is just as valuable. Kyle Troy from the Marine Education Center spoke to us about just that.
Now, what's the goal that you and Nancy and also Fair Harbor want to do?
So the goal is to pretty much not just educate the public, that's a huge component of where the trash is going, but it's to get them to see the problem and maybe stop using the products that we find a lot in the water.
After spending 1 hour on the Sound, we collected at least 30 pounds of trash.
It was a very exciting day here at Harbor Island Park in Mamaroneck. We were with Sup Westchester and Fair Harbor, cleaning up the Long Island Sound and the shore for everyone to enjoy. Reporting for the local live, I'm Cameron Gassmer.
Open Door held an Access to Health fair earlier this month to highlight the center's affordable services to the community.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Mayor Murphy. I'm here at the Open Door Center in Mamaroneck on Mamaroneck Avenue, and today they're having an open house. And we're very glad to have the Open Door Center in our community here in Mamaroneck to provide free and low-cost health care to everybody who needs it and can't afford it.
Open Door is a federally qualified health center. We provide incredible comprehensive health care to our patients across Westchester and Putnam counties. So at Open Door, we offer services in both English and Spanish, and we can have accessible services in other languages as well.
Hi, so my name is Elizabeth. I do HIV testing. We do it here for free, and so does the Department of Health. There are places that do it for free, and there's places that charge, but you know, we're doing it for free, so you might as well come here and do it with us.
We're grateful to be invited to this access to a healthcare event in which we're a part of. We are striving to make our communities healthier and be able to provide access to healthcare in our communities. We are celebrating a wellness of our communities, and we brought many of our resources available to them and to lead better and healthier lives.
We believe that it's crucial that everybody has access to incredible primary care, and we also partner with so many organizations to make sure that our patients are not just taken care of in a primary medical care setting, but also have access to a lot of other services across Westchester and Putnam counties. At Open Door Mamaroneck, 689 Mamaroneck Avenue, we have accessible services to our patients Monday through Saturday. We have several late nights, so we are available for everyone.
In April this year, LMCTV launched a fundraising community mural as a unique way to help us grow as a media center for all. Thank you to everyone who has donated. The mural is still missing some pieces, and here's how you can help.
LMCTV would like to thank local artist Jamie Lynn at Made, an art studio in Mamaroneck, for creating a beautiful community mural. Place your piece in this mural by contributing to LMCTV, the community connection that brings you local board meetings, varsity sports, and your local news. Please contribute to this community mural by going to our website and clicking on Donate. Each contributor will be listed next to the mural when it is complete. We value your appreciation of what we do. Become a single donor or as a group, go to LMCTV.org. The only piece missing is you.
It's time for Pet of the Week, provided by Pet Rescue. This lively feline will be your best friend. Melanie is a 2-year-old female who loves to play and will purr up a storm. She came to Pet Rescue from a household which could no longer care for her. Will her new home be yours? Found in Houston, Pickles is a 6-year-old mother whose puppies have all found families. This fully housed, trained, sweet, and gentle hound mix is 65 pounds of pure love. When she isn't playing with her toys or the neighborhood dogs, she loves to cuddle. For more information on Melanie and Pickles, or if you want to check out any other adorable pets, please visit ny-petrescue.org. We love hearing from our viewers. Email comments, inquiries, and even news tips, pictures, and videos to locallive@lmctv.org. Remember, if you ever miss out on the Local Live broadcast, you can catch the Local Live repeats twice a day on LMCTV and check out our YouTube channel for clips. Thank you for watching the Local Live. I'm Alexandria Garcia, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night.